This movie made me realize and see what we actually lost in Hollywood. And it's a damn shame. I cannot believe it. The movie I'm talking about is called Child's Play. And it is about Chucky, the doll, the killer doll. And what made me realize what we have lost in Hollywood was actually an art form that they fucking threw away in the trash. They threw this entire art form in the damn garbage, and you know what they sold it for? They sold it for CGI slop. The thing I'm talking about is special effects and makeup and animatronics. I was shocked and surprised when I seen the movie Child's Play, and there was a strong amount of special effects like explosions and fires and shooting and bombs and smoke, and it was so fresh and it just felt so great and looked good. It was very impressive. It was loud. It was actually theatrical. It was an art form. They blew up buildings, they blew up cars, they blew up all kinds of things. They flipped cars over. A lot of special effects in this movie called Child's Play about Chucky. And I was thinking, I remember this. Well, I didn't. This is the second time I watched this movie because the first time I watched this movie, it scared me as a child. So this. I've only seen this movie twice, and it wasn't that scary. It was a little scary, but it wasn't that scary. But I would not recommend you show this to children. Um, so I was watching the movie and I was like, oh my god, this movie is pretty damn good. It's a it's a it's not so cookie cutter. The language is very vulgar. It's not PC. It's not politically correct. It like goes for it. It goes for what it wants to go for. So the writing is very strong. And I was thinking, damn, they really made a movie here. This is really an art form. They produced the crap out of it. It had a phenomenal intro with explosions and everything and lightning and special effects. There were special effects and there was some sort of like CGI, but like it was like the early CGI. It wasn't entirely CGI. They had lightning storms, like witchcraft and bombs and explosions, fires, all in the first 5 minutes. So the first 5 minutes of this movie had a phenomenal intro. So once I seen that it had a very good intro, a 5 minute really good intro with special effects and everything, I knew from that moment on this was going to be a great movie. Because movies that don't give a crap about the first 5 minutes and the intro, or have no intro at all, or have a very dull intro, or no a slow start, those movies do not those are not good movies. Every movie that is great has a very strong, powerful intro. The first 5 minutes. My favorite intro of all movies is from The Lion King. It's like a 4.5 minute intro. And that is probably one of the most powerful intros that I have ever seen in any movie. So I was watching this movie and I noticed all the special effects, and I was shocked and surprised that, oh my god, there's a lot of action and special effects in this. Hollywood literally threw all those special effect teams, um, threw away set designers, they threw away stunt people, they threw away like animatronic people that make animatronics, they threw away people that they threw every damn thing that they were honing. They were literally in the 1990s, they were perfecting the crap out of special effects, out of animatronics, out of makeup, hair, every damn thing. And Hollywood decided to throw that shit away in 2000 and get CGI, which was cheaper and less of a liability. And they literally threw Hollywood in the trash when they did that. Now, mind you, There are still studios that actually do use old-fashioned cinematography and do use special effects, and but it's very rare. But I've seen Warner Brothers do a few movies with that, and I think one of them was Birds of Prey. It had a lot of special effects and stunts and stuff like that, and that's a modern movie. And I I praised them for the CGI and the, I mean, not the CGI, the special effects and the cinematography, because they actually filmed the movie on location, and it wasn't a green screen movie. Very little CGI. And if it was great, the only thing that lacked was the story was not the best. But other than that, the it really shows when something is cinematographic and actually real. When you see a real explosion, it's impressive. Also in the movie Rush Hour, Jackie Chan does his own stunts, and he jumps off of buildings, he jumps onto cars and stuff like that. That's impressive when you know a real human is risking their life to jump on a car. It it makes you feel a certain way than if you see Captain America jumping on a car in CGI. You feel nothing because you know it's on a computer. You know there's no real risk. But if you have an actual live person jumping from one moving car to another moving car, makes more of an impact than seeing it on CGI, Captain America jumping off of a building and landing on the floor. I don't care if he jumps from space and lands on the floor. It's not going to be impressive at all because we know he didn't get hurt. He didn't risk his life. It's not real. It's fake. We know in our brains that it's not real. But when I see like Rush Hour, Jackie Chan in his movies, and he's performing his own stunts, especially the one where the last scene where he jumps onto that red tarp, that was a real stunt. He literally jumped in the LA Coliseum. I mean the Expo Center, the Convention Center, LA Convention Center. He literally jumped from a beam to the floor onto, well, he jumped onto a damn tarp, red tarp, and he flew down there. That was a real stunt. He could have actually killed himself, and he did that for a movie. How much love is that? How much passion is that? You're gonna risk your life for one stupid stunt that is like 3 minutes long, and you're going to actually do this stunt? Jackie Chan did that. That's why he's the fucking GOAT. That's why he's a legend. Not these other people that are superheroes on CGI screens or green screens. They ain't goats. They're pampered. They're P words, man. They're little cats. So shame on Hollywood, man, for throwing away special effects for CGI. CGI will never be good. CGI is only good in animated movies, like the Ninja Turtles movie, the Mutant Mayhem. That CGI was nice, and that's because it's a cartoon. And you can believe cartoons, but real up you try to do real life CGI, it's not gonna work. You have to use real stunts and real people and stuff like that. So it sucks that that Hollywood threw that away. They really threw away hundreds of years of special effects for a brand new 1 week old CGI. That I don't know if we could get that back, but if we could get that back, try to get it back. Try to get those special effects people, prop houses, prop studios, set designers. Like you need all that stuff to work in a movie. And I think Quentin Tarantino he uses those people. Um, but I don't know to what degree, but he uses some of them. So he still knows a little bit. So there's a little spark, there's a little flame. So all you need is a little flame to start a fire, a big old fire, and you got something going. So try to get that back. And this was a review for the movie Chucky. That one is 10 out of 10. Awesome movie, very entertaining, and special effects was phenomenal. Very, very wild, and totally love that movie. It's pretty damn good.